Hi, this is Arnie Lee Fagan, the adorable American. First world perspectives on life, love, and lunch in the third world. Today, we're going to talk about Buriram, or actually, I'm going to talk about Buriram, and perhaps a few people will listen to me. Buriram is a city in northeast Thailand in the Isan region. Its nickname is the City of Happiness. How quaint. City of Happiness in Thailand, land of smiles. Buriram is in the countryside. It's a small town, a lot of rice farmers, things like that. The famous famous things to do in Buriram is they have this temple, Panomrong Temple, which is a Hindu temple dedicated to Shiva. It was built on top of a volcano, not active volcano, I assume. Is a old Khmer or Cambodian ruins. People know of Cambodia or Khmer stuff from Angkor Wat. So that style was built in like the 800s through the 1100s, somewhere in there. A little over 1,000 years ago. Buriram is also known for their soccer team, the Buriram United, invincible. So they're invincible, one of the best soccer football teams for you Europeans and Thai and other people, non-Americans. They're a very famous, successful soccer team in this area. So I originally went to Buriram a while back to meet a girl. I had chatted online and was going through Buriram and said, hey, I'm coming through Buriram. Would you like to meet? And she did. So it was interesting. I never know what the hell's going to happen here in Thailand. And this was one of those cases. So as we were chatting online, one of the things that she did was she sent me a photo of a couple bicycles. Okay, bicycles. One of them had a price tag. It was about $1,000, and the other had a price tag. It was like $2,000, and I'm like, yeah, right. Like, I'm gonna meet you, gonna buy $1,000, $2,000 bicycle. Ain't gonna happen. But at least it piqued my curiosity. This might not be a wholesome girl, and that piqued my curiosity. But in any case, we chatted some, and I wanted to find out if, frankly, if she's a bar girl, which I don't have a problem with bar girls, but it's good to know, working girl kind of thing. Yeah. So I wasn't sure, but one of the questions that I asked was, about, where would you like to go? And she said, we go to this bar. It's a club. I was like, ooh, okay. I said, do you like to drink? She likes whiskey. And I'm like, whiskey, right. Yeah, not a good sign. Good sign for bar girl, not a good sign for wholesome Isan girl, country girl that I was more interested in. But in any case, I decided to pursue that. I don't drink personally, but don't have any problem. People, girls in particular, like to get inebriated, and that's good. I'm all right with that. And so we arranged to meet, but she was wanting to asked, can I bring my brother? And I'm like, no. Not good for the brother, because I've heard that traditional Thai girls, if she was traditional, and I was doubting it at this point, if you start to meet their family, you're pretty much married. And I really wasn't, I like to take it a little slower, so I didn't want to put the pressure on her to say, hey, it's not a good family meeting thing. We're just meeting. But in any case, then we did arrange to meet at my hotel. Now, I got a nice hotel with a swimming pool. Very important in Thailand. Sweat your ass off. You're on the bus. It's like a swimming pool. So I got a nice room off the beaten path and with a swimming pool in it. And then they came to meet me in my hotel. No. I went to meet him at the bus station. There are no taxis in Buriram apparently, but you can get sometimes motorcyclists. The one drove me happened to be stinking of alcohol, but was beat walking at the time. But in any case, so I met her at the bus station. I said, "Oh, let's go to," and then there were two other friends with, and I'm like, "Oh my God!" Now we got the two friends, knowing that I'm kind of on the hook to pay for all this. So I'm like, okay, but they said, "Oh, well, let's go to this barbecue," and I'm like, "Okay, a barbecue. It's like a Thai barbecue." Where it's really all you can eat, and you cook your own in a hot pot in the center of the table, but you keep throwing things in it, and can be good. Can be good or bad, but generally pretty good. And you want to go with Thai people, or else you don't know what's going on. Which I generally don't know what's going on, but in any case, so. Go to this barbecue, and then afterward, had a good time. So meet the girl. She's nice enough. Then she had her brother, who was, I think, also he was an English teacher, and she was maybe sort of an English teacher. I don't know, but he really wanted to talk to me, and so I'm really wanted to talk to the sister, but he's really wanted to talk to me. But whatever, had a nice time. Discussed a lot of stuff, and but he was really friendly, and but in any case, so afterward we leave. I paid for the barbecue for all the 5 of us, and then we go, we're gonna go to a hotel, and they were hinting sort of maybe they stay where I stay, and I was like, if I'm gonna be paying for these rooms, we ain't staying where I'm staying. I did not like how that was adding up. So I said, no, it's probably, not, I don't know how I worded it, but we ended up going to a hotel closer to the place that we were going to later that night. So we go to this hotel. I stayed downstairs. By some grace of God, they actually, it was a cheap hotel. They actually got their own rooms. So I was thankful. And it was right next to the place we were going, a music venue. The place we were going is called the Thailand. There's a music club, live music club in much of Isan and probably in other parts of Thailand. So I don't know if they have a dozen of these venues, but basically they're singing, dancing of local molam music, or the traditional local music. Generally they play, and singing, dancing, some traditional outfits, some non-traditional. It's an entertainment variety show, very interesting. So we go to the Thailand, and and I'm figuring, okay, I'm on the hook for this too. I got the barbecue. At least I didn't get stuck with the hotel rooms, but that's cool. So then they order a bottle, and I'm like, shit, I'm on the hook for a friggin' bottle of whiskey, and I don't even drink, you know what I'm saying? I don't drink. And, anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah, I'm on the hook for the bottle of whiskey. And so what they do there, it's very unusual. So you get a whole bottle for the table, and then then you get a bunch of water and ice bucket, and then the people that work there keep putting ice into the glasses, and then they put a little bit of whiskey like this, like this. It was so little. And then they pour water over it. Then they take this the tongs for the ice, and then they kind of put it around the glass and go clink, 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 and then that's your drink. So you get this water with a little bit of whiskey in it, and then they throughout the evening they continue to fill the ice and a little bit of whiskey, and then the water the rest of the way, and then clink, 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 and that's your, watery drink. So I did actually, probably in the 4 hours we were there for, probably had a couple of those. I mean, the brother had about like 20 of them. He was getting tanked. And then, but it was interesting because when she had said she likes to drink whiskey, and I'm thinking bar girl, nothing could have been further from the truth. Okay. This girl didn't really drink. So if I had 2 of these, she had like 4, which was really 0 alcohol content basically. And this was like a really straight, really conservative, like country girl. And it turned out that, this bicycle, the picture of the bicycles, she didn't want me to buy her a bicycle. She was just like, oh, pretty bicycle. Oh, I look at pretty bicycle. I send pretty bicycle to this guy I chat with. Okay. So anyway, I never know what the hell's going on in this place, as I said. So then we're at the Tawandang in Molam, and it's really cool music, but 4 hours, and then the brothers getting drunk, and then they're all like dancing around. The only dancing, you stay with your table. You don't go out anywhere. You stay with the table, and everybody stays with the table, and there's no dancing. If you dance, you stand up, and then you dance with whoever is like with you, that was cool. Okay. And then so I kept trying to talk to the girl, but then the brother keeps like, and then he gets in the middle, and he's like too close to me and very uncomfortable. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, man, I wonder if this guy knows he's gay, or if he just hasn't figured it out, or what. But man, he's like, but in any case, I'm trying to get to the sister, but then the brother's like, I can't. Anyway, and you can't leave the table because you're like at the table and we're dancing. So it was a pretty good time overall. And so then we go to the bar lets out. Okay, we close down the Tawandang, 4 to 5 hours, and great music, I don't know if we polished up. Oh, and then they're ordering hors d'oeuvres and stuff for us to eat too. And I'm like, great, now I'm getting more. Oh my God, because I have no idea how much this is gonna cost. I mean, it's not like I'm ordering from menu. I'm not ordering anything. They're just ordering, and there's food, and then I'm like, oh, chicken wing, and how much is it? No idea, but part of the cultural experience. So I'm like, okay, cool. So then Tawandang closes down. I'm like, okay, and I was getting along with the sister, okay, but but then the brother, so we go out from the Tawandang, and I'm trying to figure out how to make my move, whatever that would be. I don't know. I just mostly just sort of follow along, and it's almost like I'm watching myself from outside of myself much of the time here in Thailand, trying to see, gee, it's like a TV show. Gee, what's going to happen next? I have no idea. Oh, in next week's exciting, version or next week's episode, you'll find out, did the guy get the girl? Who knows? But anyway, so I'm watching myself kind of, and so we come out from the Tawandang, and their hotel was very close, and I'm like, okay, how do I get the girl out, to the pool, But anyway, they're just like, so we come out, and I know there's no taxis, and I know really there's nothing gonna happen with this girl. I'm like, she is like very conservative, and that with the cock blocker guy, I'm like, okay, nothing's gonna happen. But so we come out in the central area, and there were 2 other clubs or 3 other clubs that all like around this kind of plaza almost, or parking area, that all let out at the same time. So it's, I don't know, whatever, 1 o'clock in the morning, 1:32, something like that. And we get out there, and there are 500 hot young chicks on little motor scooters. And I'm like, oh, thank God, this is, I don't have a ride. Oh, darn, I mean, this is like the ultimate. This is the ultimate. This is like that Monty Python, when you're in the Castle Anthrax, and then you're like, oh, I'll be okay. and I'm like, oh my God, 500 of them. And I'm like, this is going to work. I love Buriram, man. Buriram is like, I love this place. But then it's decided that they need to find me a taxi. And I'm like, no, it's okay. I'm okay. I travel all over the world. I can find. They're like, no, we must find you a taxi. You have no way to get home. We're worried about you. You've been very nice to us, very good to us. We must, And I'm like, please leave me with the girls, okay? I'll figure it out. I've been in much worse situations. I mean, much worse. But no, they had to find me a taxi. And then it got from bad to worse. So then the girl, and then the other two friends decide that they're going to go back to the hotel while the brother is going to find me a taxi to the hotel. And then there's no taxis there, so we have to walk to this bus station. And I'm like, oh, please, God, leave me. It's okay. But no. Oh, you've been so nice to us, so kind to us. We cannot leave you. And you pay for everything you did. We were not expecting it. I was like, yeah, you're expecting it. But, yeah, we must find you a place. And, oh, I'm so sad. You must be alone tonight. Maybe I can stay with you. I'm like, no, it's okay, dude. Really, no. And, but, it's like, oh, but you've been so nice to us. At least I could do is stay with you. And I'm like, not gonna happen, dude. But we, walk out of the plaza of young females and then into the deserted streets of Buriram, walking like a kilometer or two to the bus station. And I'm like, oh, my God. But, so anyway, we're walking with, drunk guy, and then and I'm not feeling good about it. I'm like, how can I get back to the girls and the so I can get the and I couldn't figure it out. And then the guy kept not that, but bumping into me, and I'm like uncomfortable, kind of personal space, with a guy that's just was not really enjoying that. And then so then he says to me, oh, this is fascinating. So he says to me, he's like, do you think I am a man? And I'm like, yes. and he's like, I am not. And I'm like, really? What? Really? I mean, thinking to myself, what the hell, man? I mean, it's kind of a man, totally a man. And I mean, he's been there, And he says, do you think I am a woman? And I'm thinking to myself, yeah. And he says, I am not. And I'm like, what? Huh? And he says, as we're walking down the street, and he's drunk, and it's like 2 a.m, and he's swerving into me, and he's like, I am a gay. And I was like, okay, at least he knows he's gay, I didn't know there was a third thing, but it's all good, whatever, just. And, so he's thanking me profusely, and wanting to reward me for, being so nice to his family. And and want to stay over, and that's not going to happen. And then he says, if you were a gay, I would love you. Thanks. I mean, what else am I going to say? Like, thanks. And it was a little bit awkward for me, I must admit. So then we get to, fortunately, after, a couple of kilometers, we get to this bus station, and then we get into the cab. There was a cab there, and they took me to the place, but he's thanking me and saying, oh, he didn't want me to pay for the restaurant, he didn't want me to pay for the bar, and I'm so nice, and we get into the cab, and then I get to my hotel, and then he's still in the cab, but I gotta pay for the cab for me, and then to take him back to the plaza with the young girls in his hotel. Anyway, so not real happy about that, but whatever, So then I go to sleep, and I just go to the hotel, and I'm like, oh my God, what the hell? It was entertaining. I mean, the Taiwan Dang, awesome, and but wow. And didn't work out how I thought it was at all. But then the next morning, I get a text message, instant message, and it says, and I think it's from the girl. She's like, are you still in the hotel? I'm like, yes. And she says, you were so nice to us yesterday. Today is all about you. And I'm like, yes, this is awesome. I mean, I get it. First we had the brother and the chaperone and the other one, but this is day 2. So day 2, I get the girl. This is great. I still got the, I got till noon to check out, or to stay another night. And the hotel is right off of you open the sliding doors, and there's the pool, And I'm like, okay, this is awesome. I'm like, woo, yeah, today's about me, yeah. And so then I was like, is this the girl, or is this her brother? And she says, it's the girl. And I'm like, yes, this is awesome. So, I get shaved little, get the nice, and I'm like, it's morning, this is gonna be good, loving Buriram, this is great. And she says she'll be over in a half hour, so I'm getting ready, all that. So then I get the call or the message that, okay, here by pool, and so I just open the curtains, and there's the girl and the brother. And I'm like, okay. And so I open up the door and go out to meet them, and they present me with a shirt from the Buriram United Invincible soccer team, football team, and I'm like, very nice. It's a white one. I mean, they wear them all over Thailand. This is nice. This is, licensed. This is a nice shirt, and I'm like, wow, that's cool. And then they go. And I'm like, okay, well, no girl. At least I got a shirt. I'm checking out. So that was a story of Buriram, Thailand, in the Isan Northeast countryside region. Beautiful place. They've got the Panomrong Temple. They've got Buriram United. They got the Taiwan Dang. And they got 500 hot chicks in motor scooters ready to take your ass home, or at least, in theory, at 1 or 2 in the morning. This is Arnie Lee Fagan, the adorable American. First world perspectives on life, love, and lunch in the third world. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like it or comment, and then press the little red bell next to the subscribe so that it'll alert you to any upcoming videos that I post. This is the type of stuff I've spent my life doing, and I take it very seriously. And hope you enjoy these travels around the world. Thank you.